Hello, good people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Caroline Lontubu, a real estate developer, a mentor, and a trainer. I am mostly interested with the young generation of real estate marketers and investors who are investing in Kenya. So today I want to talk to my realtors. I want us to talk about how to operate under pressure. I know in sales, most of the time we are under pressure because we are required to perform and we are required to bring money to the company. As a salesperson, how do you operate under this day-to-day pressure? When most of us are, or most of you are looking for employment, you normally indicate in your CVs that you can work under pressure. I don't know if that clause is good or bad because I believe most people don't know how to operate under pressure, including you, my realtors. So when asked in the interview if you can work under pressure, I think it's best for you to be asking under what pressure or under what circumstance, because at times with pressure your mind shuts down and you're not able to operate. So how do you operate under pressure? Point number one, when do you get pressure? Mostly you get pressure when you want high returns, when you compare yourself with the others, and when you are supposed to do something and yet it is deadline and you have not done. So this means that you have not prepared early in advance to achieve what you are supposed to achieve. For example, you are a salesperson, you are required maybe to sell 2 to 3 units per month, and it is end month and you have not yet sold any. That means that the last week of the month you will be operating under a lot of pressure. So for you to avoid all this pressure, you need to plan well in advance. Make sure that you know the first week of the month I'm supposed to go out and I'm supposed to look for clients. The last 2 weeks of the month, I'm supposed to ensure that all the clients I took to site for the first 2 weeks are closing, or you are closing them, so that you don't find yourself it is end month and you have not brought anyone to the site and you have not yet closed. So point number one, to avoid a lot of pressure in your life, plan well in advance. The other point is you find yourself operating under high pressure because of comparing yourself to others, mostly comparing yourself to competitors. You can meet a friend or from another company or from somewhere else and they tell you that they have sold 10 sales, whereas in your company you have not sold any. Remember, that is another company. Maybe the product they're offering at that particular time is going very fast or it's sellable compared to yours. Don't kill yourself with pressure. Make sure that thing doesn't sink in your mind. In fact, be proud of them. Tell them, oh, that is so good for you. For me, this was not my month, but I know next month I'll be able to move them compared to how I have worked myself out this month. So stop comparing yourself to competitors, because once you stop comparing yourself to competitors, that pressure will cool down. Remember, every single time, if you don't water your garden, your neighbor's garden is always greener than yours. The point is, it's because you are far, it's because you are in the fence. When you go to your neighbor, you'll realize that even your grass is greener than theirs. But because you are far away from their garden, you'll always feel like their garden is greener. So please remember to always water where you are. In sales, when you start moving from one company to another, or from selling one project to another, you will find out that when you are going to another place, you will start from scratch. That means you will, before you settle, you will waste 3 to 4 months trying to settle in and trying to convince your previous clients to purchase from this company that you have moved to. So if it is something you can do, I usually say, if you're not going to start your own company, stay where you are. Real estate is a very small market, and if you have to go to another place to sell whatever you are selling, try and sell it where you are, so that you know it is movable, so that by the time you are moving to the other place, it is something you have tasted. Sawa, my people. So that is the other point of reducing pressure. Point number 3 is when you are expecting yourself to perform very high. For example, you have set a target that is not achievable. You normally sell 5 sales, and this month you want to sell 10 sales. This means that you'll be putting yourself under a lot of pressure, which is not even necessary. If you want to increase the number of sales that you are doing, increase them from maybe 5 to 7 or from 5 to 6, something that is attainable. And if you don't attain, you will not lose your normal 5 sales. So don't set too high targets, which will end up giving you a lot of pressure and then losing the normal that you normally sell. Because what happens when you set too high goals, you will end up not selling at all, because your mind will be constantly under pressure. So learn to relax, learn to increase sales slowly as you aim at reaching your target. Hope you have learned something, and I usually tell my salespeople, stop operating under 24 hours pressure. You may not deliver anything. So learn to relax. I also pressure myself a lot, but I'm teaching myself how to relax, because I've come to discover that I'll be doing this work even when I'm 60 years old. If I operate under pressure every single time, I may not even reach 60 years, because my body will shut down. So I also urge you, my salespeople, learn to relax. Learn not to operate under 24 hours pressure. Yes, give yourself pressure, but a manageable pressure. Hope you have learned something, and if you have, please share with that person who normally put themselves under a lot of pressure.